What toxic family tradition did you break that cost you everything? In my family, daughters weren't raised. We were groomed. Groomed to marry powerful men. Groomed to be silent. Groomed to produce heirs, careers, dreams, freedom, never an option. Every woman before me had been sold off before 20. Each lived in a mansion that felt more like a prison. My grandmother used to whisper, "A woman's worth is in her womb, not her brain," while staring out the window like she was already gone. At family dinners, I watched my mother and aunts sit quietly, while the men discussed which one of us girls would be ready soon. We were never allowed to speak, only to smile. After dinner, the men smoked cigars and bartered our futures like cattle. The women sat in silence, flashing diamond bracelets that looked more like handcuffs. When I turned 18, my father announced my engagement to Victor, a 42-year-old man, rich, powerful, divorced 3 times. At our first dinner, he grabbed my hands under the table and whispered exactly what he'd do to me on our wedding night. My father just smiled, too busy counting the money Victor promised to invest. That night, my mother crept into my room with a small wooden box. Inside, a key, a bank statement, and a whisper. "I've been saving for you. Please, don't end up like me." Her wrists still showed the bruises from last Christmas. Victor's friend, her husband, had dragged her upstairs that night. At 2 a.m., I grabbed my emergency bag. I'd been planning this since I was 15. When my cousin Eliza came back from her forced marriage, eyes hollow, soul gone. As I snuck down the stairs, my 16-year-old sister Lily stepped out of the shadows. "Please take me with you," she whispered. "Dad said Victor can have me too when I turn 18. My blood froze. Victor had called her the bonus package. We had no choice. We ran. We slipped out the garden gate with $7,200, money I'd stashed from stolen wallets and pawned gifts. We caught a midnight bus to a city 3 states away. Jade, my internet friend, let us crash on her floor. I worked as a waitress. Lily went to public school, her first time in a real classroom. She joined the debate team, found her voice, learned to fight back. I took night classes, studied nursing. For 9 months, we were free. Until the black SUV showed up. My father, my uncle, they'd found us. They traced the secret account my mom used to help us escape. Lily was in the kitchen, my father gripping her arm so hard it was turning purple. "You ungrateful little betches," he growled. "Victor paid good money for both of you." When my uncle lunged at me, I grabbed a cast iron skillet from the stove and swung with everything I had. Crack. He dropped. I shattered my father's hand, dragged Lily out, and ran. We spent the night in a shelter, then disappeared again. New city, new names, new life. I finished nursing school. Lily graduated valedictorian, full ride to Columbia. They came for us twice more. Private investigators, lawyers, threats. We vanished each time. Now I'm 28, an ER nurse. Lily's in law school, fighting for women like us. We lost our inheritance. We lost our status. We lost our family name, but we found something worth more. Freedom, voice, each other.